Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Banished. Now this game is sort of, I guess, keeping in trend with a lot of the games I've been playing lately because for whatever reason I've been playing a lot of like city management survival type of games, which, I mean, I enjoy them, but I do play a lot of other games other than that. So, yeah. And actually, I just realized this was sort of my test run just to see if I could make it a year. So I'm going to go ahead and press quit. There we go. Now this is the actual main menu. It looks quite similar to the pause menu, but whatever. So yes, here's Banished. It's basically a, like I sort of said before, survival kind of game where you have to make a city and make sure that your, well, not colonists, I'm so used to colonists from RimWorld, but your settlers, you have to make sure that they can survive and build a town and thrive and expand and all that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and get started. Rhines, sure, that's a fine name. Let's just generate a map. I think I'll choose mountainous because that seems a bit more interesting than just doing valleys. Large is fine. I'm gonna do fair because I'm not that experienced with the game, and same with this. I'm gonna do medium instead of hard because sorry about that, because I'm not that experienced with the game in the first place. So I think that looks good, so let's go ahead and get started. So yes, basically the gist of this game is that your settlers were banished for one reason or another from their sort of main, I guess, region of where they lived or something like that. And you have to simply, I guess they basically all immigrated to a wilderness area and decided to make their own city. So for whatever reason, I guess we might be like religiously prosecuted people or something like that. So we're basically just trying to make it on our own, away from wherever we once called home. Now, from what I've heard, the best, or I guess one of the best things that you should first start out with, and we're actually in a kind of bad area to start out with because there's these really big mountains right here. It'd be nice if we were like here, for example, instead, but we are not. I guess I'll have to keep going upward if I want to expand. This might be a bit difficult, and the reason why I say that is because the first thing I've heard that you want to build for food production is you might think, oh, you should make some crop fields or orchards or something like that, but from what I've heard, it takes too long for that to actually yield any food, so then you just die. And that's actually what happened when I first tried playing the game, is I tried sort of just making it with the farming and everything, and we just died right away. And that's never any good. I guess I'll make the gatherer's hut over down here. Because the thing is, you want the gatherer's hut to be in a forested area, because then there are more resources for you to harvest and all. So I suppose, I guess about here is good. The problem is I don't want it to be so far away that we have to go like 20 feet just to get over here. Let's see. I don't know. Let me see. Actually, I guess it would be fine to build it up here. We can sort of expand through that little entrance there, so you know what, this will be a fine area. I'll make this right here, and I've also, from what I've heard, it's also a really good idea to right away build a, no, not that, build a forester lodge, because then we can both plant crops and also, I think I placed it like this. We can plant trees, I should say, and cut them down as well at the same time. So that's what I'm going to tell our people to do right away. And also, the first thing I should do now that they're starting to do things, and wow, it got wintry very quickly. Yeah, you have seasons you have to deal with. It's kind of like, I guess, in a way, the game's sort of like trying to start a group of people in the Wild West or something like that. So the first thing we should do is check out our people. We've got 10 people, but we've got 11 children. That's crazy. That's a lot of children. Last time I did this, I think I only started with 3 children, so hopefully we can keep them alive over the winter and everything. there's that. We also have a job thing. There's a lot of things you want to open up right away from what I've seen. Actually, I think I'll make that there, the event log there, and I don't think we really need anything else right now. Yeah, that should all be pretty good. And you might think making houses is the first priority, but from what I've heard, it's actually a better idea to start out and make sure your people have food and everything, and houses are kind of a secondary concern. And actually, we can go ahead and speed up time. Actually, I could just press 4 to speed up and 1 to speed down, so I'll just do that. So I'll let them get started on building all that. Obviously, as you can see over their heads, they want homes, but homes, I think, aren't the greatest priority. Oh yes, and we need builders too. I guess I'll make 4 builders for now because we need someone to actually do this. Unfortunately, yeah, your people aren't smart enough to go between what jobs need things. You actually have to assign them in their given jobs. So for now, I'll have 4 people do the building, although pretty soon we're gonna have our people spread out into doing many other things. And another thing, I guess I could start on the homes because now most of the stuff has been done by the laborers and the builders can start doing their thing, so I'm gonna actually start building some homes as well. Where's a good spot? I've also actually heard that you should build some homes over here because then the people who work here can also, they can just sort of live here. They don't have to commute to their home and to over there every single day. Although the way the seasons work and the way your settlers work is sort of not the same. Like, the timing of this is different. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, but I guess my point is that the seasons occur much more quickly on screen than their actual aging and everything. It's just at a completely different rate for the most part. Oh yes, and now that we've got the gatherer's hut built, we can go ahead and assign some gatherers. We can have up to 4 working, but I think about 2 should be good for this exact moment in time. That's some amount of our stored food, so we're as you can see, we're dropping in that aspect quite quickly, though now that we have some gatherers, that should help us balance everything out a bit better. And as you can see up here, there's a bunch of different statistics that have to do with miscellaneous things. There's temperature, which, well, if you don't have hide coats and things like that, temperature is a problem. And we also need, now that I think about it, a woodcutter right away. That's always a good idea because then you have wood for keeping your people warm, because they slowly sort of consume wood as a heat source. And it's been raining a lot. It is really rainy here, that it seems. Guess I'll make some houses, yeah. I said I was going to do that, but I didn't. But I think now is a good enough time. Well, I did build those 2 over there. Guess I'll build 2 here. I think I'll make like my farming area, at least at the beginning down here. The reserve of stone is low. And rather than actually just making buildings, you could actually just basically tell people to clear cut an area. Where is it? Remove resources, and we can tell them to either do a specific resource, or we can just basically tell them to clear cut the entire forest. Though that's not a very good idea because it's not very sustainable, as you'd probably imagine. So sorry if you can hear a lot of background noises, but it is. Let me put it this way, it's spring and I'm on a college campus in a dorm room, so people are really loud and whatever. And it's so hot outside that I don't want to keep my window closed, otherwise it'd get like 100 degrees in here, and that's never fun. So we got 1 house down. How many people need houses now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still some people that aren't in homes, yeah. We need to actually assign someone as a woodcutter. I, for some reason, always forget that. It's something that's pretty simple, but I kind of forget to assign people to actually do certain things. And oh yes, in order to actually get wood, we need to assign a forester, so that someone actually works here. Otherwise, no one will work there. There we go. There's also some deer and stuff. I think we can assign, yeah, we can assign hunters, but I think we need a huntsman lodge or something of that sort. Yeah, we need a hunting cabin if we want to do any of that. I guess I could get that put down soon too. I suppose this would also be something that would be smart to put in the forest, just because hunting is something that's oftentimes done in the forest, obviously. Okay, there we go. That's good. It'll probably take them. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel that. How do I cancel? That's the real question. See? Escape? Not escape. Well, that's a problem. I think I might have to go in here. You have to remove structure. There we go. That's gone now. Okay, yeah, I was thinking, the problem is that at the beginning we have so few people that can actually do laboring that we don't really want to waste our time building a bunch of buildings, because if we build too many things, we won't have enough people to actually do work in them, more or less. Yeah, I don't need as many builders as I have assigned either. But as you can see, they've started to gather. Well, there's onions we've got. There's other things they're gathering as well. I believe they actually have to, yeah, they actually have to manually walk and bring these items. It's not like they just collect them and then we just have them. They actually have to walk, I think. So we're gathering things like berries and mushrooms and onions, and what that's doing is it's increasing the health of our citizens, because if you don't give them a varied diet as well as some other things later on, like I think you need hospitals and stuff, they'll have a very low health, which I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we still need 4 more homes apparently. I guess I'll go ahead and start building those as well. I guess I'll put these next to wherever I decide to make my farm. So there's that, and I guess I'll go ahead and start a crop field, just because why not? There, that's a decently sized farm, I'd say. And we can make, well, for now we can only make 1 resource, although I think later on when we make trade stations and all that, we can actually buy seeds for different types of crops from merchants. But right now that's not really a priority because we aren't really big enough, I think, to have to worry about something like that. And yeah, let's just go ahead and explore, I think, the rest of the world. The scrolling is a bit funky in this game. Like, there's no, I don't know, I like games that allow you to scroll with the middle mouse wheel, but this game just lets you rotate around. Which I guess because it's 3D, it makes a bit more sense. But yeah, there's a really big map to continue to expand into. This is quite a fun game. It's kind of like a city builder, but it's a bit more in-depth, and obviously it's more like yieldy. You know, we're not exactly, this isn't exactly SimCity technology that we've got. Do we not have logs or something? Okay, yeah, all the logs we got have been turned into firewood. But we have foresters? Yeah, they are supposed to be cutting. I guess they just haven't been gathering very quickly or something. I guess I can just tell our people to... Oops. Tell our people to remove resources here, I suppose, is a good spot. Now we'll have a... Yeah, once they start getting that underway... I don't think we need this many builders because we're not building that much. I'll have more laborers, because the laborers are the ones that do all the sort of miscellaneous junk like this. Oh, we got an adult, so yeah, now we've got 11 adults and 12 children, so our colonists are very frisky, I guess. They like making a lot of children. Yeah, seems pretty good. I'll actually have 4 gatherers now, so then we'll have a really good amount of food. And I, of course, need to actually assign someone to do the farming, so there's a farmer. I'll have 2 for now. And yeah, that leaves 2 laborers, which I think is pretty good for now. Alright. There we go. That's a lot of resources. So yeah, let's take a look in here. We are out of food, as you can see. So it's a good thing I made 4 people here. Alright. They're just gonna keep doing that. Yeah, and we're starting to starve, so that's never any good, but hopefully our farmers should start actually farming. Although the problem is it has to be the right season, of course. So being autumn, that's not a good time to start planting crops. Okay, good. It seems that the more people I made doing this stuff, it's helped us out, so we're not going to be starving anytime soon. I guess something else I could do for food to start out with is I could do a hunting cabin. I think a fishing dock would be a pretty good choice. So yeah, let's put the fishing dock, I guess, right here. There we go. We'll let them build that. And that'll give us a bit more of a surplus of food, because right now we're kind of just breaking even, I think. And that's not very good. Happiness of citizens, so they're at least happy, so they're obviously not starving too badly because they're not too upset about anything. Alright, this is slowly getting built. Yeah, we only have 2 laborers, so that's one of the reasons why it takes so long for them to haul this stuff over here. Because right now I think we have a pretty decent amount of resources. Yeah, we can have 4 people doing that. Oh, they're not even trying. Although, yeah, like I said, it's autumn. So I think that's the problem with trying to rely on farming right away, is that unless you start... I don't know if we started in spring. It did snow, so it probably wasn't spring, or it might have been early spring. But unless you can get a farm well sowed right away, your colonists are kind of screwed. Or settlers. I keep saying colonists, I'm sorry. I'm just so used to RimWorld. At the very least, though, we should have, I think we'll have enough hide coats and enough firewood that we should be fine. But you never know. Alright, it's almost complete. Or it's slowly getting completed. Yeah, we only have the 1 builder, so that doesn't make matters any quicker. I'll just give 2. Although, I did it a bit too little, too late. Alright, so now we can have 4 fishermen as well. I think I'm going to get rid of our farmers for now, because in this season, they're not really going to be doing much farming now, are they? So let's have some fishers, so that we can get some more things actually done. There we go. I'm not exactly sure what the tools get you. I think it might have to do... It might be necessary for more buildings, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. So we got a nice little small, I guess, community getting built up. Yeah, we've got more than we need. So that's what that symbol means, is it basically means we've overproduced, more or less. There we go. We got 2 people fishing. I like how they don't even actually like go fishing, they just stand on the dock, which, I don't know. I don't think that's the best way of catching fish, is just standing on a dock. So yeah, now we're getting some fish as well. And we're starting to, I think, increase in stored food instead of just breaking even at about 0. Reserve of food is low. Well, it's been low for a while. It just keeps hovering above bare minimum, more or less. Okay. Yeah, we really need more adults, I think, because that's sort of the thing you have to wait on in this game a little bit. Is you have to make sure you have enough adults that you can actually, you know, expand. Because if you don't have enough adults, then you just obviously can't expand at all. So we're just kind of going to let them make it through the winter, and then hopefully enough people will start to get older and everything that we can expand a bit more. And actually what happens when you start out is your colonists at the beginning are adults, and then as you can see there's students and children. And normally what happens is they just become adults when they're children, but if I do have, let me see if I can't find it, a schoolhouse, I can educate, basically I'll educate my colonists before they become adults, and they will then become more productive. And that's actually something I should probably get started on right away, because if I have more productive colonists, then I obviously need less of them to do the same job. So I should really get this started, because obviously I'll end up having probably a couple people working as teachers, but in the long run, all my other colonists will be so much more productive that it'll help us out. Problem is we need iron, and I don't think we have any iron at all. Okay, we have 46 iron, so we have enough to build this. Reserve of logs is low. Yeah. Reserve of food is low. I know. We've definitely just kind of been hovering above the bare minimum amount that we need to survive, which is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully, I can have enough adults next season that I can get some farmers to build us something, or not build something, but to have us have enough farmers to give us a nice stockpile of food. And actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.